Breaking news. Hey, my wonderful people. It's FEMI KAYODE. The guy has attacked, the Jagaban. Not be small thing, no. Not be small thing, no. Jagaban yesterday had a serious outburst saying that he made, Buhari and the vice president who they are today. It is by the grace of God and himself. This is coming on the heels that you can smell frustration lurking around the man who thought that the vice president will support him. Is shocked to see that the vice president is an opponent, and the president himself, whom he went to see and told that he wants to become Nigeria's president, is the very person who is playing hanky-panky, not wanting to reveal his own preferred candidates, saying governors and doing in a game of pretense. The man said it's not their fault. I have supported them to be who they are. They can do whatever they want to do. He told Nigerians that, I supported these guys to become who they are. FEMI KAYODE draws the battle line. Of course, he does not like the Jagaban. He wants, Yahaya Bello. See what's going on. You are a stretch and a sneeze to God's nursery. FFK reacts to TINUBU's claim of putting Buhari in power. Says, I don't understand what this man thinks he is. Former Aviation Minister FEMI KAYODE has reacted to Ahmed Bola Tinubu's claim of being a major influence in getting Muhammadu Buhari into power in 2015. Recall that Tinubu, the national leader of the All Progressive Congress APC, said he was behind the struggle that made Buhari the president and the vice president he personally nominated to get to power. Today, they seem not to be supporting him, but rather pretending or doing other behaviors and things to ensure that he does not get the presidential ticket. Tinubu, in an outburst in Abeokuta when he visited Ogun State to speak to delegates prior to the primary elections to solicit for votes, stated how he made Buhari and Osibanjo president and vice president, and even the governor of Ogun State, governor today. He stated this while addressing the APC delegates ahead of the party's convention. Since his words, it has been one reaction or another. FEMI KAYODE has also reacted, asking who Tinubu really think he is. He says he thinks himself more highly than he should. He has placed himself in a pedestal as though he is God because he supported people at one point or the other. If everybody goes about rehearsing in the ear of those they have supported, there will be no one who will walk freely. This is why, Lagosians and everyone are speaking about godfatherism because of how you supported them. They cannot walk freely again. And so you are thinking of them maneuvering the system and going against the wish of everybody because you supported them, so they must give you your pound of flesh back. What sort of a man is this? And what does he really think he is? The election will happen with or without him, and you'll be surprised what will follow. If he's voted for, all well and good. If delegates do not feel he's competent to bear the party's flag, he will be discarded. There is no gainsaying about that. My dear, FEMI KAYODE, with those words, has actually drawn a bottle line, between himself and the Jagaban. Don't forget that they are in the same party. It's not the time that FEMI KAYODE can castigate on the opposition like he used to do and, just get away with it. Of course, in this presidency, he has his own preferred presidential candidates. Okay, FEMI KAYODE's guy, in this whole thing is Yahaya Bello. However, the Senate president has made him one of those to go out and consult for him. With regards to his campaign for the election, if he wins the party's ticket. The Senate president is already, taking the next move, already doing everything humanly speaking possible to get himself strategically ready for the elections. So these are the things that are going on. And FEMI KAYODE is just very surprised and shocked at Tinubu saying, what does Tinubu take himself for? And why is he taking himself to become God? Because he supported people. well, to you it may just be an ordinary word. We know Femi Kayode, to you it may not mean anything, but to somebody else is a real big. So I mean, Femi Kayode has just drawn the battle line, himself, for Jagaban, saying, "Don't think yourself more highly than you should. Okay, don't even think yourself more highly than that. Just take it one step at a time." Okay, Femi Kayode just looked at the guy, I mean, with disdain, say, who do you really think you are? So you supported them, so. But the truth of the matter is, you can make light of it now. But when Buhari was in desperation and needed that, I mean, we're not saying it's a yardstick now for Buhari to hand over, Nigeria. I mean, he cannot hand over Nigeria to Ashiwaju. But the best he can do for Ashiwaju at this point in time is to assist him to become, for instance, flag bearer of the party. That's the best at most. Unless you guys are saying our vote does not count. If our vote goes anything, say Nigerians vote, and at the end of the day, it is the voted candidate that becomes who we have, then there is no cause for alarm. Let any party brings out their presidential candidate. Nigerians will be the one to determine who becomes the president of the country if our votes really count. So it is what it is. There is no need to dabble between opinions or go, Tinubu, I mean, you can understand with him. The way Tinubu is really feeling right now, to be quite candid, this is somebody who practically midwife the birth of APC, although it's not a yardstick, but just hear me out. He's thinking in his own thoughts. What's running through, through our brother's mind is it true that Yemi Osibanjo, who was, just doing his own thing, I personally asked him, Yemi, where are you? Said, I'm here. And I said, okay, get into that. We're selling the private jet now. Get in. You are now the vice president. Is it the same person now that is competing again? That kind of feel and that thing. So that's exactly, you begin to understand with this man. Begin to maybe a bit kind of like a bit gets understanding of what this man is going through, what is running through his head, and why he sees things in that way, in that regard. You begin to understand with him to a large extent. Of course, it's not a yardstick for him to to take on and become, no. However, but these are lines and around which some of those things are happening. You see, so it is what it is. You see, leave us a comment. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.